Greetings to all the viewers. We are conducting series of sessions based on natural products. In continuation to the earlier session, we entered into the topic called the terpenoids, right? Natural products are very essential components which are the driving force for all the living organisms. So many kind of examples comes under natural products. You may include alkaloids, terpenoids, vitamins, hormones, steroids, and enzymes will be there, carbohydrates will be there, proteins also the part of these natural products. So all these are taken into the consideration, which are playing a vital role in the living organism day to day activities. That is the reason why we are taking these compounds into the consideration, and the content whichever we are discussing is taken from the textbook called a textbook of natural products nurturing livelihood. A series of sessions already completed based on the chapter 1 called alkaloids. Various examples were taken and what significant role they are playing in the medicinal application point of view. What is the origin for the extraction of these components? What history behind those alkaloid components? How the process of extraction and isolation taken place for those compounds? Then how they can be synthesized within the plant material called a biosynthetic pathway? Alternatively, can we synthesize same compound in the laboratory? That kind of discussion is also completed. What chemical reactions they accomplished, and eventually where you can apply those alkaloid components. This entire elaborated discussion was completed in the series of sessions. All those are uploaded into the YouTube channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. If you are interesting about, if you are preparing about these kind of what content like natural products, alkaloids, terpenoids, all these, so you can retrieve the information from World of Competitive Chemistry. Not only that, all the competitive exam related chemistry content and also exam based points will be discussed at the channel, so that it is very much useful for the preparation, right? So let me continue with the earlier session here. Today's discussion is related with the compound called terpenoids. Terpenoids are also the part of natural products only. Let me define these terpenoid components. Terpenoids are also regarded as isoprenoids. They are large class of naturally occurring organic compounds derived from isoprene units, right? So they are also indicated as organic compounds only. The important component of these terpenoids will be isoprene. Isoprene meant for C5H5H8. C5H8 unit is the essential component of this one. These isoprene units will be combined in the various patterns, various dimensions, so that new kind of terpenoid components will be derived. Simply, we can say terpenoids are the polymers of these. There is a slight difference between terpenoids and terpenes. Terpenes are purely hydrocarbons. Terpenoids are oxygenated derivatives of these hydrocarbons. Two kind of materials are taken into the consideration of these terpenoids. Terpenes are purely hydrocarbons only. Other than carbon and hydrogen, no extra element will not be resided. Those are terpenes. Terpenoids may contain another heteroatom as well, so that oxygenated derivatives of isoprene units are denoted as terpenoids. This is the way terpenoids are natural materials, and in general, we can utilize these materials as essential oils. Wherever fragrance, perfumes will be there, wherever essential component like spices, whichever we are using for cooking purpose, flavoring purpose. mm, Oils will be there. These materials contains the terpenoids. These are naturally occurring one. So these terpenoids built from the isoprene rule, right? So Otto Wallach is the scientist who worked upon how the manufacturing of these terpenoids accomplished, how the isoprene units are combining in such a manner to develop these terpenoid molecule. The scientist successfully observed that pattern will be Otto Wallach. General formula of terpenoids will be obviously isoprene units to be taken C5H8 whole to the power n. N denoted for N denoted for number of isoprene units going to be combined. You may take two isoprene units. This is called monoisoprene, monoterpenoid. So if four isoprene units are combining diterpenoid, this is the way number of isoprene units combined, so that polymerization taking place, giving rise to this terpenoid. Isoprene units are very fundamental over there. Simply isoprene is mentioned over there. Its a chemical composition will be kind of 2-methyl 1-3 butadiene. Let me repeat once again. 2-methyl 1-3 butadiene is the IUPAC name for isoprene. In general, you can say isoprene. 1-3 butadiene, methylated 1-3 butadiene is the IUPAC nomenclature, right? So, with respect to isoprene, so many terpenoid units are developed, so many so many terpenoid molecules fabricated. Let me introduce few examples under these terpenoids. Geraniol is the kind of molecule. You can notice it is the open chain molecule. No circle, no cyclic form is located within. You can notice the double bond CH2OH, CH3, CH2, CH2C, double bond CH3, CH. This is called a geraniol, where you can locate a hydroxyl functional group. And this is a cyclic terpenoid. You can observe hydroxyl moiety is there, cyclic cyclohexane unit is there, and methyl. Here is the isopropyl, which is called a menthol. Menthol is the kind of medicinal oil you can extract from mint. So this is also the kind of terpenoid. Limonene. From the lemon extract, you can obtain this limonene. Again, it is the cyclic terpenoid. You can locate cyclohexene, and one edge you can find methylated functional group. Here, isopropene. Isopropene is another branch you can notice upon this ring system. This is called limonene. From the lemon extract, you can obtain this oil. And this is called farnesyl. Farnesyl is the kind of some extent larger isoprene units containing one, where you can locate a kind of enol at the terminal carbon atom. Here is the methylation. Here is again double bond methyl. Here is the double bond CH3, which is called farnesyl. And here is the some extent complicated one, where you can locate oxygenated natural product called a terpenoid, which is designated as artemisinin. Artemisinin is the kind of triangular system, and bridgehead ether linkages are also located within the molecule. This is the way. Okay, here is the ester functionality, here is the ether functionality, here is the peroxy linkage. Oxygen, if directly bonded, which is said to be what? Peroxy linkage. This is the way artemisinin is also the kind of terpenoid. And here you can locate a kind of biannular system, where guanidine is the kind of molecule. You can notice 7-membered ring connected with the 5-membered ring side chain methyl. Isopropyl are also located within. So this is called guanidine. Is also the part of cyclic terpenoid system. Here is the open chain molecule, which is the extended chain with the side chain of this double bond CH2OH, which is called phytol. The alkaloid named as phytol, where you can locate the methyl side branches upon this long chain hydrocarbon, and the terminal carbon is accompanied by this hydroxyl functionality, which is called a phytol. And you can notice in either one biannular system, which is connected with this side chain of this saturated furan ring with the exocyclic double bonds over there, and hydroxyl functionality is located. And here exocyclic double bond, here is the bridgehead methyl, here is the methyl and primary alcohol, and here is the alcoholic functionality. The entire compound is called andrographylide. Andrographylide is the another example, comes under this terpenoid. And vitamin A, everybody know about this one, which is essential for the vision of the people, right? Vitamin A is composed by the cyclohexene with the methyl and the gem dimethyl. Gem dimethyl, nothing but upon the same carbon, two similar functional groups are substituted called gem functional. Here gem dimethyl will be there, and upon this olefinic carbon atom, you can locate the side chain with the conjugation over there. You can notice the conjugation. It is the skeleton of beta carotenoid, and side chain methyl groups are located. Terminal carbon is accompanied by the hydroxyl functionality. Beta carotene skeleton located within, and this is called vitamin A. Vitamin A is very essential micronutrient for the proper vision of the people. This is the way all these are the examples comes under these terpenoids only. Isoprene is the fundamental unit from which only all these compounds will be built. Key points: terpene and terpenoid. There is a distinct factor between terpene and terpenoid. If the molecule is made up of hydrocarbons, that is regarded as a terpene only. Only carbon, hydrogen are the components within. That is called a terpene. Terpenoid is the kind of that added with the extra elements like oxygen and nitrogen as well. So that these are the heteroatom embedded system of hydrocarbon modified terpenes. We can notice terpenoids, that is the name of these compounds. It includes hydrocarbons at the plant origin. General formula C5H8 taken in. This is called polyisoprene, as well as they are oxygenated, hydrogenated, dehydrogenated derivatives all together noticed as the terpenoids, right? So terpenoids extracted from essential oils. Essential oils mainly composed by terpenoids only. Resins. Resins are nothing but these are the starting material for the plastic manufacturing. Glue or gum type of materials are called resins. And plant metabolites. From these materials also you can extract these terpenoids. These are the origin for the extraction of terpenoids. You can locate some plants and from which kind of terpenoid is extracted. Let me give the simplest examples here. You are most familiar about the pinene, right? So pine trees will be there. They are available wherever mountain regions are present. There the pine trees are most commonly grown. So that dense forest will be generated from which you are able to extract the pinene alkaloid. Sorry, terpenoid. Pinene terpenoid will be extracted. It is the cyclic one you can notice. And this is another kind of material called caryophyllene. Caryophyllene peppercorns. So everybody aware about black pepper, red pepper, all these, right? So pepper is the essential component of food spice, and from that also caryophyllene will be extracted. That is a kind of annular system, ring system it will be. So here it is the pepper terpene. So carine. Carine is the material extracted from cedar, rosemary. Cedar, rosemary, you can observe over there from which you are able to extract the oil, which is called carine, right? So that is the kind of cyclohexene system with methylation, and side chain cyclopropane will be there with a dimethyl functionality over the same carbon atom. So this is another example of terpenoid only. Lemon. From the lemon, you are able to extract limonene will be extracted, which is the kind of material you can notice cyclohexene with methyl isopropene. So from the citrus lemon you are able to extract this limonene. And here linalool is the essential component of the perfumes. So it will be extracted from mint and lavender. Here the lavender plantation you can notice from which this open chain molecule of linalool will be extracted. That is the essential oil. Then terpene oils are nothing but it is the kind of ring system with the side chain of methyl and isopropyl with hydroxyl functionality extracted from orange peel. From the orange peel, the oil whichever extracted is called that is terpeneol. Then nerol will be there. Nerol is the kind of open chain molecule. From the lemongrass, you can extract this nerol. And here is the kind of another terpene you can notice. Humulin. Humulin extracted from the plant called hops. Hops is the natural plant from which economic quantity of humulin will be extracted. And here geraniol. Rose, everybody familiar with this rose? From that rose also perfumes will be manufactured. The oil extracted from the rose is nothing but that is the terpenoid only called geraniol. Rose and wine grapes. So from the grapes also this geraniol will be extracted. That is open chain molecule with the side chain hydroxyl. That is geraniol. And here you can notice that myrcene. Myrcene is the neither terpenoid, myrtus and cannabis. Cannabis and myrtus are the plant from which you are able to extract this alkaloid, terpenoid called myrcene. Here is the butadiene moiety and another open chain molecule will be there. Here is the isopropyl. In most of the thing, isopropyl is the common functionality you can notice. In general, isoprene unit is allocated for these terpenoid molecules. These many examples you can notice. The important segment of the session will be classification of terpenoids. These many terpenoids will be there. We are supposed to discuss about them elaboratedly in detailed manner. For that purpose, we need to categorize them. So that classification depends upon various factors. Various factors are important to classify them so that terpenoids are mainly classified based on the number of isoprene units. Isoprene units are very essential to categorize them so that number of isoprene units are important. Hemiterpenoid only made up of one terpene unit, one isoprene unit, only 5 carbons are located within. That is simply isoprene moiety, which is called hemiterpenoid. Monoterpenoid is made up of 2 isoprene units if combined so that the 10 carbons are essential because C5 plus C5 it will become C10. Limonene and menthol are the part of these monoterpenoids. So 2 units are combining so that limonene and menthol will be originated. Sesquiterpene is nothing but 3 units if combined, 3 isoprene units if combined so that C5 multiplied with 3 so it will become C15. Farnesol is the example of this category. So here examination point of view, what class of compound, what example comes under, that is very essential so that this table is most worthwhile for the discussion and also kind of observation, right? Sesquiterpene is the part of C15 and farnesol is the example under this category. Diterpene meant for 4 units of isoprene units when combined. So that C5 multiplied with 4, that will become C20. Phytol is the best example. Just now we gone through the chemical composition of this one. Sester terpene is nothing but 5 isoprene units. C5 multiplied with 5, so that 25 carbon atoms are allocated for this one. Geranyl farnesol is the example of this category. Triterpenoid is made up of 6 isoprene units, C5 to be multiplied with the 6 isoprene units so that here C30. 30 carbon atoms are constituted within the molecule. Squalene is the example under this category. Tetraterpenoid is made up of 8 units so that 8 multiplied with 5 so that 40 carbons is the part of this one. Carotenoids, vitamin A is the best example under this category. Polyterpenoids will be there in number. We can't imagine, we can't isolate the number of units of isoprene. Rather, you can simply indicate a number of isoprenes are going to be combined so that C5H8 taken in. Natural rubber is taken of this category. Everybody most familiar with natural rubber. From the plant only you are able to extract that latex and further formulate it into the rubber form, which is also the part of this terpenoid. Polyterpenoid it will be. This classification is most significant and what category, what example is most important mapping system for the examination point of view. Let me go with the examples of this category. Alpha pinene will be there, beta pinene. What change you can notice among these two? Alpha pinene is endocyclic double bond. Beta pinene is exocyclic double bond. Only the position of double bond matters in between distinguishing alpha and beta isomers of these two. Let me go with this camphene. Camphene is the part of bicyclic system you can locate. And here is the double bond. Here is the gem dimethyl, which is called camphene. Camphor, everybody aware about it, is also the analog of camphor. Camphene it will be. And here carene. Carene will be there. Carene is the cyclohexene with another ring system, that is the 3-membered ring with the gem dimethyl. Here is the methyl with the double bond within the ring system. And here is the bisabolin. Bisabolin is nothing but a kind of cyclohexene with the side chain of isoprene units. Then caryophyllene is another puckered ring system with the side chain of this olefinic double bond and exocyclic double bond. Here is the methyl. Here is the four-membered ring with the two methyl groups over there called caryophyllene. And here is another puckered ring you can notice, so that it is non-conjugated isolated double bonds containing system with the methyl functionalities over the carbon atoms called hemylene. And all these first line of compounds, first series of compounds comes under monoterpenes, and the second row is resided in the sesquiterpenes, and third and fourth row components are the part of diterpene. Diterpenes means four isoprene units are the part of this one: abietic acid, neoabietic acid, pimaric acid, dehydroabietic acid, levopimeric acid, isopimaric acid. All these are the examples comes under this diterpenoid resin compounds only. This is the way examples pertaining to the classification of these terpenes are provided. That depends upon the number of isoprene units. Isoprene units is the most fundamental one. Methyl 1,3 butadiene is the essential component of terpenoids, and they are mono, sesqui, di, tri, tetra, polyterpenoids will be there. Monoterpenoid will be geraniol, sesquiterpenoid will be farnesol, diterpenoid will be ginkgo gilide, and triterpenoid will be squalene, tetraterpenoid will be beta carotene, then polyterpenoid, obviously, natural rubber. This is the way classification is provided for better understanding. Within the same system, we mentioned all the kind of compounds in the detailed manner, so that it is the most easy to understand what is what. Then second kind of classification we are discussing about. Earlier we categorized based on the number of isoprene units. Now based on the structure. Structure matters for its determination pattern, right? So this is the way, based on the structure, the classification of these compounds are taken. Acyclic terpenes. So, based on the structure, also classification is manifested. Acyclic terpenoids will be there. If the ring system is not present within the molecule, which are open chain in nature, those are the part of acyclic terpenoids. Example is a geraniol. Rose oil, essential oil extracted from the rose is example of this one. Geraniol, you can notice the open chain molecule with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 carbons. 8 carbon chain it will be, and you can locate two methyl functionalities, and there are two double bonds at the branching carbon atom, and the terminal carbon is accompanied by the hydroxyl, which is called a geraniol. And there is a nerol. Geraniol, nerol, both are the kind of isomers only. If you are taking trans isomer, that is called a geraniol. If you are taking cis isomer, that is called a nerol, right? So double bond, around the double bond, if the orientation taken in the different dimensions, those are said to be what geometrical isomers. Here is the nerol is the kind of cis isomer. Geraniol is the part of trans isomer. These two comes under which category? Acyclic terpenoids. So this is about first categorization. Second is monocyclic. Monocyclic means one ring system if allocated for the molecule, that is a part of monocyclic terpenoids. One ring system is the important component of this one. Limonene is the best example under this category. If you locate this molecule, cyclohexene will be there upon this carbon atom methylation, and another edge, fourth carbon is allocated with the isopropene, not isoprene. Isopropene will be there, and there is a chiral carbon atom within the molecule. Being it is a chiral carbon, stereochemistry also taken into the consideration. R plus limonene is the example. There is another possibility like S minus limonene as well. Dextro and levorotatory both are accompanied by this kind of chiral molecules. These two are the part of what category? Monocyclic, where one ring system is the important component of this one. Let me go with bicyclic. Bicyclic means within the ring, within the molecule, two ring systems, if taken into the consideration, that is called a bicyclic ring. Camphor is the important example of that category, where you can find a six-membered ring and any other bridgehead ring system is also present. That is considered as a five-membered ring system, right? And here is the bridgehead carbon is having methylation, and this connecting ring where this carbon is also located with the Zem dimethyl functionalities. And another important component of this one will be ketonic bond. This is a ketonic functionality is also taken part of this camphor. It is the bridgehead or bridged compound with the ketonic functionality within the molecule. Where you can locate that chirality over there, where stereochemistry plays a role. Here is the chiral carbonatum, here is the chiral carbonatum. That is the reason why camphor is the optically active molecule. You can find the R plus camphor, S minus camphor as well. This is the way bicyclic ring system, where one six-membered ring and another bridgehead ring system taken part of same compound, which is the bicyclic terpenoid called camphor. Camphor is the compound having the property of sublimation, right? That is the reason why in the sacred operations we can apply this one. Not only that, it is also tremendous medication in the field of pharmacology. So this is another one. Let me go with polycyclic terpenoids. More ring systems if taken into the same molecule, that is called a polycyclic system. More than two ring systems if taken part of the terpenoid, that is called a polycyclic one. Examples are steroids. Steroids are in general taken as drugs. They are important medications in the chronic diseases, right? They're also taken from the part of triterpenoids. So 6 isoprene units if combined so that here triterpenoid will be developed. That is called what? A steroid. So it is the polycyclic one. So here example you can notice steroids will be taken with the tetraannular systems in general. Camphosterol is the molecule with the 4 ring systems. So 3 are 6-membered, one is the 5-membered ring system with the side chain alkylation, and one hydroxyl is the essentiality over there. And cytosterol is another molecule you can notice where you can having certain extent of resemblance with this one. Here, apart from this methyl, you can locate ethyl. The rest of the structure will remain same in both the compounds like camphosterol and cytosterol. In this manner, you can remember. If you notice one compound in a particular manner, so what difference is there? So in that way, it is very easy to recognize the molecule. Sigma sterol is another molecule you can locate where double bond is essentiality over there. We need to incorporate one of the double bond, the rest of the structure remains exactly similar with this one so that it is the analog of this one. Cytosterol to stigmasterol will be developed. This is the analog of starting one only. Slight difference you can notice. And cytostenone. Cytostenone means what difference you can locate here wherever hydroxyl is there, that transformed into a ketonic one. Cytostenone. And here is the kind of 2 ketonic functionalities containing compound, that is stigmasta. 3,6-dione will be there. And here is the kind of conjugated ketone is located within the molecule called tremulone. This is a tremulone. All these, if you notice, if you observe all the compounds where polyannular systems taken into the consideration, all these are the category of polycyclic terpenoid systems, and all these are regarded as steroids only, where triterpene, 6 isoprene units are taken part of this construction of compounds, right? So by this we concluded the kind of second classification of terpenoids based on their structure. Acyclic compounds will be there, monocyclic compounds will be there, bicyclic compounds will be there, and also polycyclic terpenoids are also the part of this one. So by this we completed this categorization. In the next session we will discuss regarding based on the functional groups. Right, so this will be continued in the next session. All are available at the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. Hopefully you enjoyed the session and this is really informative for your curious and serious preparation. Whatever kind of chemistry you want to prepare for, this channel World of Competitive Chemistry will give them much more information regarding that one. Thank you very much for your patient listening.